ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Daytona International Speedway for the first race in the Season 5 NASCAR Hot Wheels Cup Series campaign on the Arctic Fox Racing Network. Last time out, we saw Austin Dillon pick up his first career Hot Wheels Cup Series win at the NASCAR Hot Wheels Cup Series All-Star race at North Wilkes-Barre. Brad Keselowski entered this race as the defending Hot Wheels Cup Series champion, but he's got 39 other hungry drivers looking to take home the highly coveted Daytona 500 trophy. Ryan Blaney sits on the front row next to William Byron, and he's looking to pick up his first win since the very beginning of the Hot Wheels Cup Series. Can he get it done? Let's find out. As we take a look at our drivers to watch for, we've got William Byron on the pole. His last win was a super speedway track at Talladega in season number 3. He's looking to continue that run here today. Then we've got Ryan Blaney starting next to him. He is the season 1 Daytona 500 winner. He hasn't won since the very beginning of the Hot Wheels Cup Series. And another driver to watch for is the defending champion of Brad Keselowski. He'll start from the outside third row today, looking to defend his season title. The last of our drivers to watch for is the 19 of Chase Briscoe with some big shoes to fill. He's taking over from the Season 1 Hot Wheels Cup Series champion of Martin Truex Jr. He'll start today's race from the 10th position to the outside of Season 3 champion Kyle Larson. Now we'll take a look at our Pertex starting grid for today's race. William Byron lines up on pole next to Ryan Blaney. Behind them is row 2 of the 45 of Tyler Reddick and the 11 of Denny Hamlin, 3-time Daytona 500 winner. And it's Season 2 champion Kyle Busch next to Season 4 champion Brad Keselowski. Followed by Chase Elliott in the 9 and Carson Hocevar in the 77. Rounding off the top 10 is Kyle Larson in the 5 and Chase Briscoe in the 19. Followed by Jimmy Johnson in the 84 and Alex Bowman in the 48. Row 7 sees Christopher Bell line up next to Cole Custer, now in the 41. And it's rookie Cody Ware next to Austin Cindric. Followed by Ryan Preece now in the 60 and BJ McLeod in the 78. Rounding out the top 20, it's Ross Chastain and Michael McDowell. Followed by Daniel Suarez and Noah Gragson now in the 4. Along with Chicago winner last season Shane Van Gisbergen and Justin Allgaier. Then it's Ty Gibbs in the 54 next to Joey Logano in 22. Followed by Ty Dillon in the 10 and rookie Riley Herbst. Then we have last All-Star race winner Austin Dillon next to rookie Todd Gilliland, along with Chris Buescher in the 17 and Bubba Wallace in the 23. And behind them is Josh Berry now in the 21 and Zane Smith in the 38. And we have returning driver AJ Allmendinger and Eric Jones, followed by Justin Haley now in the 7 and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. And rounding off the grid is the 62 of Anthony Alfredo and the 42 of Jonathan Nemechek. And as the drivers begin their pace laps, we'll take a look at our Microsoft race rundown. It's a 12-lap race with 3 equal stages. The top 5 at the end of each stage will earn bonus points, which will count towards their total score. And watch out for the big one. This track has a long history of huge crashes and close finishes, and today will be no exception. Now the pace car peels off the pit road as the drivers come up to the restart zone to take the green flag for the first time. Season 5 is underway. Drivers go down the backstretch as they approach 200 miles an hour. Ryan Blaney edges ahead of William Byron, but Byron is going to take the lead back. He'll lead the first lap of the season. Here comes Chase Elliott up into the 2nd position. He's going to challenge to the inside. He's going to inch ahead of William Byron with help from Brad Keselowski. And Keselowski dives to the bottom now. Elliott still has the edge. 2 laps left in stage number 1. Here comes Jimmy Johnson into the mix now. He'll get up into the 2nd position behind Brad Keselowski. And he goes to the outside. 1 lap to go in stage number 1 as Jimmy Johnson inches ahead of Brad Keselowski. Bell makes it 3 wide on the bottom. He's going to inch ahead with help from his teammate Denny Hamlin. Coming around turns 3 and 4. Bell leads with Hamlin in 2nd, and Christopher Bell will pick up the first playoff point of the season. As we come back to turn number 1, no, Johnson and Ware go around. That'll bring out the yellow flag here on lap number 5. And a 2-car tangle brings out the first yellow flag of the season. On the real-time replay, it looked like Cody Ware tried to make an aggressive block on the 1 of Ross Chastain, spun him around, and Jimmy Johnson had nowhere to go. Heavy damage on both the 51 and 84 cars. Both of these drivers did also score stage points at the end of lap 4. Cody Ware scoring 3 for finishing 3rd, and Jimmy Johnson scoring 1 for finishing 5th. However, this is a really tough break for both of these drivers, not the way they wanted to start their season. As we take a look at the rest of our stage results, Christopher Bell does pick up 5 bonus points. He also earns a playoff point, which he will carry through the playoffs if he makes it into the top 8 at the end of race 7. Everyone else will continue with 2 laps left in stage number 2 as the pace car makes the sharp left turn to pit road. And back up through the gears we go to take the green flag. 2 laps to go in stage number 2. Denny Hamlin is going to get a run on the outside. Shane Van Gisbergen up into the 2nd position. He's challenging for the lead. Coming around turns 3 and 4. Ross Chastain dives to the inside. Ty Gibbs is in the mix as well. White flag in stage number 2. Chastain leads with Gibbs. Gibbs dives to the inside. Bowman tries to challenge as well. Gibbs enters ahead of Chastain, and he's going to win stage number 2 and pick up a bonus playoff point to add to his score. As Priest gets up into the 3rd position, Bowman challenging for the lead. Now we got trouble in turn 2. It's the big one. At least 10 cars involved. That'll bring out the yellow flag here with only 4 laps to go. And it will be promoted to a red as the drivers come to a stop on the front stretch. It was like Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, BJ McLeod, Michael McDowell, Ty Dillon, William Byron, Noah Gragson, AJ Allmendinger, Kyle Larson, and the All-Star race winner Austin Dillon. And as we look at the real-time replay, looks like Daniel Suarez got too close to the apron of turn number 1 and slid off the track. And Ty Dillon, a lot of drivers had nowhere to go. Great job by Cindric and Haley to avoid it. You can see William Byron, Chase Briscoe, BJ McLeod, rookie Michael McDowell, Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, AJ Allmendinger, and Noah Gragson all have nowhere to go. However, we did award stage points. You can see Ty Gibbs picks up 5 bonus points, Bowman 4th, Chastain comes home 3rd, and Ryan Preece and Christopher Bell both score points as well. So the wreckage is cleared up and the red flag has been lifted. We'll get ready to restart with a green-white checkered finish. Well, it sure has been an exciting race, but it's not over yet. We still have 5 miles of racing left to decide the winner as the drivers come up through the restart zone. Back up through the gears we go. Green flag is back in the air. Bowman gets the jump on Gibbs. Here comes Ryan Blaney into the mix. Up around Custer and Priest up into the 3rd position as we ride on board. Blaney gets up into the 2nd position as we come and take the white flag. 12 all over the back bumper of the 48. He dives to the inside of turns 1 and 2. He's going to draw even with Bowman around 3 and 4. He's going to try to inch ahead. Here comes Gibbs into the mix. It's going to be close, but Ryan Blaney, he's going to win for the first time since the very beginning of the Hot Wheels Cup Series. And we take a look at the real-time replay. Gibbs had a great surge of momentum coming off of turn number 4, but in the end, it wasn't enough to beat Ryan Blaney. He will get to burn it down for the first time since May 2nd, 2020. Ryan Blaney's 2nd win. It's been a long time coming, but it was definitely worth the wait. He'll get to celebrate in victory lane. As we take a look at our race results, Shane Van Gisbergen comes home 4th, Gibbs and Bowman both so close. Ryan Preece finishes 9th, Kyle Busch rounds out the top 10, and a solid finish for Riley Herbst. He'll come home 20th in his debut start. Tyler Reddick comes home 13th, Denny Hamlin finishes 12th after a solid day. We've got Zane Smith in 27th, not a bad run for him, but Kyle Larson, William Byron, a lot of big names knocked out, eliminated. Tough break for all these drivers. Let's hope they do better next time at Bristol Motor Speedway. And we take a look at our point standings. You see Ryan Blaney on the top step with Ty Gibbs, but he will get that tiebreaker for winning the race today. And you see Brad Keselowski 1 point ahead of Ryan Preece at the cut line for the 8th position. For those of you who missed my Season 5 info video, races 3, 4, and 5 will consist of a Hot Wheels Cup Series in-season tournament where the champion will get 8 points. You see the bracket here. It will be a single elimination bracket. You can check out the full details in my Season 5 information video. But after the next race, the top 8 drivers in points will compete for 5 additional points that they will carry into the playoffs. Well, that's all the time we have here from the Daytona International Speedway. The next race will be from the Bristol Motor Speedway, making its return for the first time since season number 2. I hope you enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow all my social media platforms because you won't want to miss a single lap of Hot Wheels Cup Series racing action. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast from the Arctic Fox Racing Network. I'm Arctic Fox, and I will see you all at the finish line. Stay frosty.